So, hello, good evening. This is Mark Fornusen. I'm live here again. Today we have much brighter Noctilucent clouds compared to the last days. I just arrived here about 20 minutes ago. It took a while to set up all the equipment. A little bit late in the game here, but still bright Noctilucent clouds in the northeastern direction. Yeah, I have to adjust something here with the sound. Just a moment. So, okay, now you should not hear an echo my voice. Yeah, I just arrived here about 30 minutes ago. Was a little bit late. It was also quite cloudy here. It just cleared up when I arrived. And yeah, we have here a bright display of Noctilucent clouds in northeast direction. Quite low. It's not very high. It's only about 7 degrees about here from Fechter. But it's quite bright. A little bit here show you the extension here of the display. Very nice bright display. The moon is just setting now. There's a moon setting. And this is the area where we had Noctilucent clouds the last days, and today it's much more in the eastern direction. I think in eastern Germany, northeastern Germany, there is a better show than here in northwestern Germany. But yeah, very bright, nice here. But you see, it's not very high. It's only 6 or 7 degrees. But very bright Noctilucent clouds. This is my 180mm lens. Nice, that's good. Yeah, I didn't really set up a wide angle camera yet. Maybe it's not even sharp. I have to adjust it here. There is that field of NLC. There's the moon setting. Bright but low in the sky field. Was not yet sharp. The autofocus here, the wide angle lens. This looks better. Just here the exposure time and ISO settings. Better quality picture. Here we go. There you see the bright field of Noctilucent clouds at the horizon. Going to share the live stream URL on Facebook. Maybe then somebody comes watching. Okay, I just posted the link to the live stream and maybe somebody is coming and watch. Yeah, these are really very bright NLC. This is how it should look. The last days, yesterday was extremely weak display, and 2 days before was weak display. But this is very nicely bright. Perfect. Here the upper border, bluish white. They are not high, they are quite low, but bright. You see it in the 24mm lens, how low the display is. But it comes out nicely with a 180mm. The moon is set now. Cannot see it. It's gone. Yes, this is how NLC should look like. Perfect. Just cleared up the sky here at the right moment. It was cloudy until 11 p.m. and then the sky is clear now, almost. Well, it's not the north. It's about just east of the north direction, northeast. Now I see the polar star. It's just a little bit east from the north direction. It's not in the northeast. It's north to northeast. Here from Fechter, Lower Saxony. It also extends a little bit to the west. There is faint NLC in the west also. You see that in the wide angle. Well, I hope there is somebody coming here to the stream. So I cannot see any viewers here, but I don't care. It's a practice here, and it's a very nice display here to see naked eye. Beautiful display, beautiful colors, orange in the lower parts and then bluish silver in the upper parts. I have the impression it's coming a little bit higher. It's maybe now about 8 degrees high display. And this extends here to the right. There's still some low clouds that cover a little bit the display on the right part, the eastern part. It seems they're also drifting away now. Maybe a little bit pan in that area. Beautiful structure here. Come on, maybe I can zoom here into that. You see the structure. Okay, the live view does not show the zoom here on my screen. However, you will see it. It's already 180 millimeters, so it's quite close up zoom already. Looks like fish bones. Here is where it ends. There are also some low clouds that cover. Some parts here are covered by low clouds. Very nice structured display. Look at that, beautiful. I saw it on the webcams already from Vienna earlier today at around 10:30 or 10:40 that there's NLC on the webcam in Vienna, and then I decided to pack my things. But at that time it was still cloudy here in Fichte. Best display for me this year. I switch here to the wide angle view for a second. This is the wide angle view, a little bit overexposed. It's so bright. It's overexposed. Adjust it. This is better. This is a wide angle, the 24mm lens. You see the extension. There's almost the whole Morrison horizon. There are weaker structures left and right from the main display. Okay, back to the Taylor lens. It's really spectacular. Yesterday I operated a third camera. Not sure if I like to set it up or not. It's just to show here the surrounding and what I'm doing. Okay, at least 4 viewers. I posted it now also on my Twitter. Maybe the coming few more viewers, but I think most really freaks are now in the field and watching it by themselves with their own eyes. No need to watch a stream, but for others maybe it's interesting to see that stream. Let me pan here back to the brightest areas. Here is the best part, best structure. Just perfect. Perfect display. Could be higher, but very bright. Very nice structure. It extends here to the west, but it's very weak. And it's also a very bright part. It's almost overexposed. Here it's fading out a little bit. Here's the upper part of the display. The uppermost border is then again a little bit reddish. It might be where the sun is not reaching it anymore. becoming a little bit smaller to the extension. It's not so much extended anymore to the east and west. Switch to the wide angle view for a second. Here's the wide angle view. Back to the tailor lens. If you want to see it by yourself, you really need to have a good view to the northern horizon. It's almost exactly now in the north here from Fechter. Because it's so low. If you have houses, something that covers the horizon, you will not be able to see it because it's quite low. It's also a nice structure. This is the upper part. The star is Capella, the bright star there in the video live stream. It's here currently 8.5 degrees high. No, no, this is Azimut. Almost 9 degrees high. So you can see the extension of the display if that is 9 degrees. Yeah, 7 to 8 degrees high. Here, running along the upper part display. This is the area where it faded out. It's still there, but it's not bright. Here are the bright parts. Even these dark areas are also NLC. It's like shadow area. About 30 degrees from east-west extension on the naked eye. Exactly to the north. So if you want to see it by yourself, just look north and look very low at the horizon. Then you will see it if you have a clear sky. Now I'm going to set up a third camera. In the meantime, I can play some music. Hello, this is Mark Fornussen. You are still watching our Sky Live Northern Noctilucent cloud display here in Vechta, Germany. It's now some low clouds here coming in and covering large parts of the display, unfortunately. But it's still here visible, and I think that cloud maybe will drift away soon. But overall the display is a little bit becoming a little bit dimmer and not so much extended as in the beginning. And I have the impression the whole display is moving from east to west. But that might also be a result from the sunshine. This maybe in the east fading out earlier than in the western part. However, still bright. You see the upper part is a little bit reddish, while the lower part blue, and then yeah, much here covered from the low cloud here. Unfortunately, the low cloud is exactly where the display is. Exactly here covers the bright part of the NLC display. Well, but here is some nice structure here visible above the low cloud. Yeah, I can switch back to the wide angle camera to show you the extension of the display. It's a little bit dark to adjust it. You see the low cloud is really perfectly covering the Noctilucent clouds. Going a little bit more to the west. I have the impression the whole display is moving to the west. Perfect fit of the low cloud and the Noctilucent clouds. There's luck here. Sky is still very bright. Stars are barely visible. Here's the Big Dipper. Except this one low cloud that perfectly hides the Noctilucent clouds. The sky is clear. Here's some small parts of the NLC display behind it, visible behind the low cloud. Yeah, here are the brightest parts, so covered from the low cloud. here. Something is visible here. Some structure. It's moving the low cloud. I think that will be better view in 20 minutes. Yeah, the third camera, if it's on the tripod, but it's not yet connected. I wanted to concentrate on observing the NLC display, and don't want to be too much involved in the technique at the moment. Yeah, nice is the structure here, the wave structure in the 180mm lens, just below the low cloud, bright NLC. I'm here in the middle of nowhere. I have here all my equipment powered with power bank and power station. Really very good conditions here. Dark sky, also dark surrounding, no city lights. Was not so easy to find the spot. I needed a spot with a good fast internet connection, good cell phone signal, and also dark sky, also no houses with city lights. That is a combination that is not so easy to find, but I found it here. And now the low cloud is drifting away, giving more view to the NLC display behind it. We are looking now at about 20 degrees west of the north direction, approximately between the Big Dipper and the Polar Star in the middle. This is where the direction where we are looking now with the tailor lens. This is currently the best part where we are looking now with the tail lens. Other parts are covered by the low cloud, but I think that is really the best part at the moment. I'm trying now to power my third camera. Here we go. This is my camera number 3. You can see my setup here in the middle of nothing, nowhere. Here is a 180mm lens camera. And then over there is a 24mm lens. A lot of cables. The third camera has a 16mm wide angle lens with 1.4. This is an old Nex 5N camera. A little bit show you now the extension of the display here with the tail lens. Here it's starting. This is the best part here. The low cloud is drifting away here in the eastern part of the display. The low cloud is still there, but it's almost not covering it anymore. Let's go back to the best area. This is the brightest part. Overexposed. See here the upper part. There's the low cloud. This is the top part of the display. Here is a very bright structure. This is the other camera, the wide angle. This is the data camera. So shoot out the focus. So maybe like this. Doesn't matter. Okay, can you see me? I think. Very nice here in the tail lens. mosquitoes here. Almost no wolves. There's some wolves living here in this area, but I've not personally not seen one. The tailor lens has an exposure time of 1/4 of a second and ISO 4000, and I'm recording video. I see the tree. Switch off. See it. Losing clouds and trees. Simply play a little bit music. Just enjoy here the stream. Yeah, now the low clouds are gone, and there is a complete view almost now again of the NLC display. It's very low in the sky, only maybe now 4 degrees, but it's still bright. Direction is almost straight north direction, a little bit more extended to the northwest. Lot of nice structure. See the low clouds in front of the NLCs moving much faster than the NLC movement, because they are closer here also to me. These low clouds are maybe uh, 8 kilometers high, and then the NLC are 83 kilometers, so it's much higher and much more distant. And it's why the movement is also much faster of the low clouds. But I'm sure the NLC also moving. It's better visible in the time lapse, or these waves from the winds. They're changing the structure is constantly changing. Here you have also interesting wave structure, swirls, brighter. This is a wide angle camera. It extends almost the whole field of view of the 24mm lens, but it's low in the sky. It's very low near the horizon. Maybe a little bit overexposed, the wide angle. No, this is better. still nice. Not yet time to go home. With my current batteries, I think I can stream for about 4 hours. I'm planning to extend battery capacities here. In the winter there might be northern lights that can last the whole night, so I need to be prepared for about 12 hours live streaming. The most power consumption is from the laptop. Cameras use very little energy, but the laptop and the frame grabber needs, I think, about 30 watts in total. I'll check if I have some viewers in the stream. Sorry that I cannot look in the chat. It is too much at the moment here with all the technique and 3 cameras and NLC. Difficult to chat at the same time. I hope that you subscribe to my channel, because I will try to live stream all kinds of astronomical and atmospheric phenomena, events, NLC, northern lights, eclipses, star occultations, maybe even a meteorite impact. So sometimes I can forecast it a few hours in advance that there's an asteroid impacting the Earth. And in that case, I also like to do live streaming next time. There was, I think 2 years ago, an impact or an asteroid in Havelland or near Berlin, but I missed it. You need to be, it's difficult to get the notification if you're not always online. And not everybody is online at 1 a.m. in the night. However, next event I will hopefully be able to broadcast it. There is a lunar eclipse in September. I'm planning to also stream that if I have clear sky. Also, daytime phenomenon like halo displays. If there's a rare halo display, I like to go live also. So better subscribe to my channel, then you get the notification if I'm live the next time. Beautiful colors here from the NLC display. Silver, bluish, reddish, orange. This is the brightest part where we are currently looking at. with the telelens. This is here the western extension. It's the brightest part. This is the eastern. It has a wide east-west extension, but it's very low. If you want to see it, you need to really perfectly view to the horizon. No trees, no houses obscures your horizon. Yesterday I was also streaming, but there was on extremely weak display. The almost not detectable. Only for the camera 180 with a 180mm lens it was detectable, but with the naked eye it was difficult to see. 3 days ago it was a little bit better, but today it is different category. It's much better than the last two displays. So well, I'm observing it anyway, so then I thought then I can do live streaming. I would be here anyway even without stream, so I always stream now when I'm observing, and you can also take part. It takes a while to get practice with all this technique stuff. Hopefully we will soon see Northern Lights again. Last year there were two very big displays that I videotaped, but at that time I did not live stream yet. Next time I want to live stream the whole Northern Light display. With these cameras I can easily videotape or live stream it. I have even f0.95 lens, some very fast lenses that allows me to videotape the Northern Lights. Astronomical events will be a little bit more difficult for me. There I have to I have a mount, astronomical mount, but I've not yet tested that, and I don't have a tripod yet for that mount. But I hope until the lunar eclipse in September, I'm ready to set up a 500mm lens, or maybe but 1000mm lens on an astronomical mount to track the moon. There will also be a occultation of the Pleiades by the moon in September. That's also an interesting event for live streaming. But I need to practice with the astronomical mount. Comets also can plan to live stream, at least when they are bright. Here also, these are all NLC, but it's not fully sunlit. I think that's why they're so weak, or not sure. Here is the brightest part in the center. Switch back to the wide angle camera. This is a wide angle camera. See, the extension of the display is still almost the whole view of the field of view of the camera with 24mm lens. But only maybe now 4 degrees high over the horizon. Battery is now 65%. Oh, it's enough for the summer, for the short nights in the summer. But for the winter, I need definitely a bigger power bank or power station. One more time music. so sure what this bright object is. I think it's some maybe a space station or some satellite. No, it's quite bright. And we'll see. I have the impression that will last for many hours, and even in the morning we continue to the early morning hours. It's now 1:30 a.m. in the morning here, Germany. I think I will soon here finish observation. It's still nice and bright and clearly visible here. This is the brightest part. Switching back to the wide angle camera. This is a wide angle view of the whole display. Extends still the whole field of view of the 24mm lens. That will not be finished soon. I think that will last the whole night. Okay, I think that is enough for today. Switch back to the okay. So thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel, Our Sky Live. I will be again live streaming the next NLC display. And yeah, subscribe and hope that you next time also watch my channel or go out and take a look at it by yourself. See you next time here. This is Mark Fornussen from Fechter, Germany. I wish you a good night. Bye.